Right, good afternoon. Good afternoon. It is about 3 minutes to 1 p.m. East African time here in Nairobi, Kenya. You're just in time for news now at 1 with I, Sheilar Chelangat. And of course, we begin now. Now, parents have been urged to prioritize the immunization and holistic protection of children as one of the most effective defenses against life-threatening diseases. Speaking in Laikipia County, Public Health Principal Secretary Mary Muthoni urged parents to also create safe environments for young people. She also called on religious leaders and institutions to champion public health initiatives and support government vaccination programs.
Protecting our children through immunization. Munapeleka watoto wenu chanjo? See, that is protection. Because when you call a child and you embrace that child, you are talking about really protecting that child. But when we talk about it in the health aspect, tunaangalia kitu ya kwanza, immunization. Wale watoto wote wako hapa nimeona wengi wao wako chini ya miaka 5. Please protect them by taking them for immunization and for vaccination.
Now, tonight on our 9 p.m. bulletin, we seek to answer some truth in our investigative piece, Divine or Deceptive? Alleged HIV healings, a self-proclaimed prophet. We examine the files, break the veils and ask the hard questions. A special investigation you do not want to miss. So here is what to expect.
There is no prophet at all on the earth except the one talking to you now.
Uongo. Hiyo si nabii, uongo.
Hallelujah!
Nikapimwa. Sina ugonjwa. Hapo round ya Runguti peke yake nimepimwa mara 4.
You can't just pray HIV away. It does not work like that.
Na wale madaktari waliongea wanisikize.
Government doctors wearing white coats, having stethoscopes, they are consultants, they are surgeons, and say HIV is healed and they are flashing government documents.
Na huyo mtu alifanya hiyo crusade anisikize.
Really?
Yetu ametembea ukweli na macho yangu mimi nimeona.
Come back to Jesus. There is healing here.
Nilikuwa naamini basi yeye na pia atamponesha mtoto apone.
Right, it is a piece worth to watch at 9 p.m. of course here on TV47, the home of untold stories. Now, away from that, embattled Raila Odinga's adopted son and businessman Okech Sala has taken aim at dissenting ODM leaders, urging them to leave the party rather than undermine it from within. Speaking in West Pokot County, Sala accused ODM Secretary General Edwin Sifuna of hypocrisy, saying he helped craft the party's 10-point agenda and cannot now disown it. He called for unity within ODM, defending the party's decision to join the broad-based government and declared support for President William Ruto's second term. Sala added that the move has unlocked long-delayed development in Nyanza and other regions. He urged party members to remain loyal, stressing that the unity is essential for Kenya's progress.
Sema ya kuwa ODM itaingia katika deal na UD atajiuzulu. Mimi naona ya kuwa ni unafiki fulani hapo. Manake hii 10 points agenda yeye mwenyewe ndio alikuwa watu makandarasi waliotengeneza. Sasa si kweli si angekuwa amejiuzulu kwa sababu ilivyokuwa ikitengenezwa yeye alikuwa katika kandarasi waliotengeneza na hiyo 10 point agenda. Sasa ukisema utajiuzulu na hujajiuzulu hiyo sio kudanganya wa Kenya. So mimi namwambia SG tunamhitaji, tunakupenda. Wewe ni mtu wa ODM, tunaomba uzidi kukaa katika ODM na tunaomba uunge mkono Dr. Buru kwa sababu hii ni party yako na wewe ni part of this family. Na mimi na uhakika ya kuwa kama kuna majambo mengine yatakuja kumalizwa katika bedroom na tunaomba pia usupport daktari na pia usupport president.
Now, residents of Laikipia County are set to benefit from major road projects, including a dual carriageway from Marua to Isiolo and the rehabilitation of the Rumuruti-Nanyuki Road. Kenha Chair Winnie Ngumi said contractors are expected to mobilize within 2 months. The Rumuruti-Nanyuki Road has already been assigned to a contractor as part of a national highway program. Leaders have urged residents to support the projects, which are expected to transform infrastructure and boost growth in the county.
A contractor has been identified, budget has been allocated, and that contractor should be mobilizing within the next 2 months. On the section from Nanyuki Neighbor Junction, we have also commenced procurement. Actually, we closed the bids last week. We are doing evaluation, and again in the next 2-3 months, we should have a contractor on that section.
Agencies engaging citizens directly, explaining what it is that government agencies are doing, so that the citizen can be better informed and we can overcome the negativity created by those who want to confuse the citizen with the view that government is not working.
And to some politics, Chama cha Kazi candidate Kenneth Njeru has withdrawn from the Evurore ward by-election, throwing his support behind United Democratic Alliance aspirant Duncan Mutania. Speaking in Embu Town during a joint press briefing attended by party leader Moses Kuria and Mbeere North MP Leo Wamuthende, Njeru said the decision aims to fast-track development through alignment with the national government. Njeru pledged to rally his supporters behind Mutania, expressing confidence in improved service delivery. He added that the move reflects efforts to politically unite the Mount Kenya region. Wamuthende described the withdrawal as a major boost to UDA's prospects. The seat fell vacant after the former MCA resigned to contest the parliamentary by-election held on November 25th, 2025 in Mbeere North constituency.
Shukuru sana kumpata mwenzangu hapa Kidole Junior, ndio tushikane pamoja to support yule Mukangu ama Duncan Muratia ambaye ndiye candidate wetu wa UDA aendelee kupata nguvu. Ndio tunataka tushinde upinzani kwa kura mingi zaidi.
Wakati wa maamuzi, na sisi tumeamua ya kwamba mambo ya maendeleo, mambo ya maslahi ya watu wetu, mambo ya kuwa katikati ya serikali ni muhimu sana.
Maana tumeona ni vizuri niwe mlinda lango kuliko kukaa upande ule mwingine, nikiwa ndani kabisa, na lakini sijui napata nini baadaye.
Now, elected leaders and the Ministry of Education have been urged to prioritize the establishment of day secondary schools in all primary schools, a move that will help achieve 100% transition to senior secondary education. The call was made during a ceremony to reward students who performed well in the 2025 KCSE examination at Karunge Secondary School in Mathioya constituency, Murang'a County. Our reporter Robert Gakure with the details.
Stakeholders in the education sector from Mathioya constituency in Murang'a County are calling on the government to prioritize the establishment of day secondary schools in all primary schools, noting that the move would help cushion parents from high boarding school costs and ensure that every learner transitions to senior secondary school.
To make sure that we have day secondary schools in each and every primary school in Kenya. If we do that, the issue of 100% transition will not be an issue. One, it will reduce the financial baggage of our parents.
The appeal was echoed at Karunge Day Secondary School in Mathioya constituency, where students who attained university entry grades in the 2025 KCSE were rewarded for their good performance.
Ile kitu mzuri ni kuongelesha mtoto kama wakati anasoma. Juu hakuna mahali ati mtoto ati hospital.
Top performing students who were also treated to a helicopter tour across the skies of Murang'a County encouraged their peers to embrace day secondary schools, saying the institutions offer an opportunity to excel academically without placing a heavy financial burden on families.
Sijai experience uko juu, mahali juu nishaikuwa ni juu ya mti. Nimesikia vizuri sana, nimeenjoy na day school niseme mimi kwangu ilinipea opportunity mzuri ya kujituma kwa sababu huku hakuna resources mingi.
Meanwhile, area administration officers said the government continues to invest in day secondary education by improving learning infrastructure, including the construction of well-equipped laboratories to create a conducive learning environment.
Serikali pia ya Mheshimiwa Rais imeweza kuhakikisha kwamba infrastructure ambayo ni laboratories na libraries kila shule iko nayo.
Robert Gakure, TV47, Murang'a.
Now, thank you, Robert. And away from that, residents of Mwingi were plunged into grief as the body of Stephen Vundi, a 35-year-old primary school teacher, was laid to rest at his rural home in Yunzemva village, Mwingi West. Vundi, who taught at Hulugo Primary School in Garissa County, was shot 2 weeks ago by unknown assailants in an attack that also claimed the life of the area chief. Teachers at their funeral raised safety concerns in insecurity-prone regions, urging the Teachers Service Commission to transfer them to safer areas. His death has reignited the debate on teacher security nationwide. Mourners described him as hardworking and disciplined and deeply committed to his pupils' welfare.
Security ikuwe hai, lazima mtutoe kule, tuache kusumbuka kwa sababu tuko na ujuzi wa kufunza wanafunzi na tumesoma, lakini kuna baadhi ya mambo ambayo yanatusumbua tunapofanya kazi kule. Hayo naongea kuhusu walimu ambao hata mimi nikiwa hapa jana nikiwa kwa gari nimepigiwa simu nikaambiwa mahali penye nafunza kumeonekana watu wawili ambao hawajulikani na walimu wamelala kwa shida. Jana
nikiungana na walimu vile tunalia hii wodi yangu katika miaka mitatu tumepoteza zaidi ya watu 10 kutokana na kuharamia wa Northeastern. Juzi tulizika watu 5 ambao walipigwa na grenade mahali inaitwa Elwa.
Kwa muambiwa mtavutwa kazi mkuje mnione. Ama namna gani mkuje mnione. So TSC make a way of balancing this by matching. Msiende kwa hiyo madarasa kanisa. Si mnasikia? By matching. Hakuna kuingia hiyo madarasa. If you come from Kitui County, funga mizigo, mimi nitakupeleka huko.
Now, the Council of the Institute of Human Resource Management has issued a stern directive requiring all stakeholders across every sector to comply with professional human resource requirements by July 31st, 2026. Speaking during a press briefing in Nairobi, IHRM National Chairman Philip Odero revealed that compliance levels remain worryingly low, with less than 30% of organizations meeting these standards so far. He cautioned that failure to meet the deadline will attract criminal liability under Kenyan law, alongside disciplinary action, professional sanctions and possible legal proceedings. The requirements include mandatory registration and licensing, inclusion of the Council's qualification in schemes of service and work permits for foreign human resource practitioners.
This communique is further issued pursuant to the circular from the Head of Public Service dated 4th of August 2025, addressed to all executive officers of state corporation and unincorporated state agencies regarding the administration of lawful consequences for violation of applicable institutional laws and policies by public officers. All public officers were required to submit documented proof of sensitization and compliance by 29th of August, which is now passed.
We have also established further that those who are leading HR functions do not have practicing certificates, and that is bringing a lot of impacts within the workplace. If you go to the issues which right now the labor and the employment relationship courts are dealing with, is issues that should have been stopped if we had the right people in office.
And female genital mutilation, a long-standing cultural practice among sections of the Abakusi community, is showing signs of decline. Stakeholders say sustained awareness campaigns, tougher enforcement and community engagement are steadily dismantling the practice once viewed as a rite of passage. As the world marked the International Day of Zero Tolerance to FGM, leaders in Kitutu Church North pointed to changing attitudes among parents, growing cooperation with churches and increased reporting as key drivers of progress. While no fresh figures were released, national data already indicates a downward trend, raising cautious optimism for the protection and well-being of the girl child.
Hatuchapata habari yoyote kwamba kuna mtoto alitahiri, especially mambo ya Christmas ndio tunachunga kabisa. Hiyo ndio wakati watu wanafanyanga hiyo vitendo. Lakini tunashirikiana kupitia kutangaza kwa makanisa, kwa baraza zetu, tunahimiza wananchi wasikekete mtoto msichana.
Normally deal with the parents and also the children, but mostly parents for attitude change. And once parents change attitude, it becomes better because it's a way of sustainably protecting the child from female genital mutilation.
Tumejaribu kupigana hii vita, tunaona kama inaelekea kuisha. Hatuna ugumu sana, na mimi naona hiyo injili kila mtu ameshikilia mkononi. Mimi ni mmoja wale nimetetea wasichana yangu 4 sasa, 5 ndio nimekuja hapa naye.
And to Kiambu County, where land demand in Juja has surged following the expansion of the Juja Road Farm, a move that has greatly improved accessibility and spurred rapid development in the area. Residential houses and petrol stations are now lining the road, signaling growing investor and home buyer interest. Speaking during the launch of a 30-acre land project, Egemeo Ardhi Company Managing Director Evans Mureithe cited improved infrastructure and population growth as key drivers. Stakeholders are now calling on the government to simplify land transfer processes to make ownership more accessible, especially for the youth.
Because also this road that is now on progress, already it is almost getting to now to link to Thika and Garissa, is opening this place big time. You can see warehouses, you can see supermarkets are coming, petrol station, you have seen Lubis. I mean, it is big time.
Barabara movement ya watu, na ndio nimesema kumeanza kugrow, kumeanza kukuja nyama choma around, kwa sababu si unaona barabara inaendelea ikienda chini, and the volume of the people they are many. The way barabara inasonga kilomita nyingi mbele, ina involve watu wengi sana.
Now that story takes us on a short breather. Do not go too far. We'll be back with so much more updates. Keep it TV47.
Coming to you in 3, 2.
Looking back, I was a serious workaholic. I'd be working all the time. Come in very early, leave probably the following day. Working so hard within the TV industry, I wanted that to be the place where I could prove myself. I literally nearly killed myself working.
Workaholism is a compulsion to work excessively hard and long hours.
I'm Dumi, I'm 20, and I almost wrecked my life trying to work until I just couldn't anymore.
Workaholism is not yet recognized as a medical condition, but psychologists say the symptoms are much like those of someone addicted to gambling or substances.
In high school, I didn't fit into all the cool groups. I finally went into modeling, going to commercials, and I saw a director on set. As soon as I saw him, I was just like, that's where I want to be. That's what I want to do. That was where all the top people were. When I started my internship, I knew that this is an opportunity that I can't let go of. I got to meet presenters, celebrities, and you meet designers, you meet all these cool people, and that was what made me want to work harder.
Workaholics often need to increase their workloads to keep getting the same sense of satisfaction from work. This rise in tolerance is a common sign of addiction.
I never managed to disconnect. I'm not trying to prove myself to other people only. I'm also trying to prove something to myself and to show the people I grew up with that I'm someone worth noting. I'm someone worth respecting as well. And another reason is because I'm the firstborn, first of 6 children. So I wanted to be the one to make sure that I'm out of their pockets and I can carve my own way by myself.
Workaholism isn't necessarily about the number of hours you work, but about your ability to put it aside. If you can't step away, it can lead to chronic stress.
Now I'm thinking about work all the time, less contact with friends. So people are like, dude, let's hang out on Saturday. Sorry, man, no, I have to work. I started missing very simple things such as calling my mom. And for a guy who grew up with a single mother, that's not the greatest thing to do. And from there onwards, I've missed my best friend's birthday as well.
I became concerned.
Right, 17 minutes past 1 p.m. You are watching News Now here on TV47 as we get you updated on the latest at this hour. Now, moving on, the government has been urged to step in and address the escalating crisis of street children dying on the streets of Nairobi. Well-wishers have raised the alarm after the body of a 1-year-old baby was discovered in Mathare slums as more street families come forward to seek assistance to bury their loved ones. Nairobi residents have also voiced their concern about the rising number of unclaimed bodies lying in various morgues across the city, saying the situation reflects a deepening social crisis.
Nilikuwa ninaiomba tu nisaidio nisike hiyo mtoto. Kwa ajili sina mbele na sina nyuma. Hata ilimuona tu nikalia nikaanguka. Kwa ajili nitaanza wapi na nitamaliza wapi. Mimi naomba tu serikali uli ako na uwezo anisaidie. Mimi nashukuru kwa Agnes Kagure. Kwa ajili alitusaidia. Na alisaidia hiyo watoto. Kwa ajili labda hii watoto masasi wao walikaa kama mimi. Wakukua chochote. Sasa mtu anaachilia mtoto yake aende tu kwa ajili ana na otherwise.
JJ ambao tuwafanya kazi na yeye wakiwa na vela akaniambia kuna masafara wako hapa wamekuja na mwili na mkokoteni na hawana transport ya kwenda Langata. So wakakuja kukampo hapa kwangu kwa ofisi cause wanasema lazima wapate nauli ya kuenda. Na kwa siku na option lazima ningetafuta namna nyingine ya kusaidiana. Kuna wale wakaniambia kuna wale walikuwa nawapatia gari lakini wamewazimia simu. So tungefanya aje? Nimetafuta mama. Nimepigia Agnes Kagure. Lakini amesema na support na ile kidogo wako nayo kama itashikilia kimanage kufikisha mwili, which tunashukuru. Na ni challenge because sisi tuliambiwa kazi ya kwanza ya kuzika wale masafara wengine tumeweka on hold.
Now, farmers at the coast are set to benefit from improved access to modern farm machinery following the opening of a new Holland agriculture showroom in Mombasa by Inchcape, Kenya. Speaking during the launch, Inchcape Kenya Managing Director Marion Gadhoga said the initiative will enhance efficiency and help farmers access financing for tractors, a move echoed by New Holland's Vice President for the Middle East and Africa, Vicente de Lasagne, located in Kibarani. The facility will serve farmers across several coast counties, offering direct access to tractors, combine harvesters, spare parts, and technical support.
Kenya is a company registered in Kenya, and it's a private company, but we've got partnerships with the banking institutions that support the purchase of our implements and our machinery, and anything else that farmers need to succeed.
That we are designing and manufacturing full range of tractors and harvesting equipment suitable for Kenyan farmers with small farm, large farms, all type of crops from sugarcane, rice, and all variety of crops which are grown in Kenya.
As the county government of Mombasa, we welcome all businesses that are coming to Mombasa to set up bases, and we assure them of our support in any issue that may affect them, and we will be there to walk with them the journey to translate whatever we've done here into profitability.
Now, still on matters agriculture, hundreds of residents in Rambira, Karachuonyo, Homa Bay County will benefit from a 164 million Kenyan shillings irrigation project aimed at boosting agriculture and livelihoods. Irrigation PS Ephantus Kemoto said the project, including 2 dams holding 150 million litres of water, will be completed by June this year. The government will train the community to use the water efficiently, providing clean water for over 20,000 livestock and irrigating 100 acres year-round. Karachuonyo MP Adipo Akwome urged residents to support the project and called on the contractor to fast-track works and pay workers on time.
Normally, the history of this area is that, as you can see, this is a season river. Right now, it's very dry. It normally has water for a period of 3 months, but for another 9 months, it's a whole dry season. So the purpose of the dam is to make sure that we harvest water during the 3 months, which can sustain all the livestock for the remaining 9 months. So from the estimate, you can clearly see that once you do that, the 100 million cubic will be able to sustain at least 20,000 livestock, which will help a lot in improving the livelihood of the community around here. And the other thing also, the dam will also help us irrigate at least 100,000 acres. So also it's going to support other value chains on the food crop area.
And in the world of sports, English Premier League reigning champions Liverpool will tonight face Manchester City.
Coming to you in 3, 2.
Looking back, I was a serious workaholic. I'd be working all the time. Come in very early, leave probably the following day. Working so hard within the TV industry, I wanted that to be the place where I could prove myself. I literally nearly killed myself working.
Workaholism is a compulsion to work excessively hard and long hours.
I'm Dumi, I'm 20, and I almost wrecked my life trying to work until I just couldn't anymore.
Workaholism is not yet recognized as a medical condition, but psychologists say the symptoms are much like those of someone addicted to gambling or substances.
In high school, I didn't fit into all the cool groups. I finally went into modeling, going to commercials, and I saw a director on set. As soon as I saw him, I was just like, that's where I want to be. That's what I want to do. That was where all the top people were. When I started my internship, I knew that this was
Mozart Bet Cup defending champions Nairobi United take on Moroccan giants Wydad AC in a Group B encounter at the Moi International Sports Centre, Kasarani from 4 p.m. Nairobi United will be aiming to secure at least a point from the match to finish their otherwise impressive debut campaign on a high, while Wydad will be looking to seal top spot in the group. As it stands, Wydad leads the group with 9 points, level with second-placed Maniema and third-placed Azam. Nairobi United will face Maniema in their final group match, while Wydad will host Azam in a high-stakes encounter on Sunday, 15th February. And KCB RFC stormed into the Enterprise Cup semi-finals with a ruthless 62-7 demolition of Kenyatta University's Black Blood in the quarter-final clash played at the KCB Sports Club Ruaraka. The Bankers set the tone early, crossing the whitewash through Fidel Maina, who opened the scoring. The pressure barely eased as Andy Cole Omolo powered over for the second try, with Amunga this time adding the extras to stretch the score to 12 12-0. Lionel Ajeleti was next on the score sheet. Bob Mohati, Austin Sikutwa, Eric Miheso, Emmanuel Opondo adding tries to give Banka the win. Meanwhile, Kabras Sugar stunned Kenya Harlequins 28-0. Menengai Oilers defeated Nakuru 2-0, while Nondis toppled Leos 27-17.
I think the new faces are people who are fitting into the program. We did it intentionally to do the signings because we knew where we wanted to keep our depth and to be able to keep new players coming in. So it's a matter of us just ticking the boxes and bringing them in to just get into the program seamlessly without having issues. I know we are having big games coming, so for us it's just to focus on how we can build our team and be able to go out and present ourselves well.
Playing black blood, whether at home or at their place, it's always a tough opposition. Despite the team they feel, there is always that rivalry, the Thika Road Derby as they call it. It's always a tough game playing against them. So it's a game that you have to come all 10 toes down and make sure that you put your best foot forward to make sure that you win, because they always bring their best game and we have to match up and get something else on top so that you can get the win.
Right, now that concludes the news now at 1 p.m. with Sheilar Chelangat. And of course, do not miss the special investigative piece, Divine or Deceptive, at 9 p.m. Do enjoy the rest of your viewership. Good afternoon.